Hey guys, I just did a whole live video on draperies and it didn't post, and apparently none of y'all saw it. So those of you that have been waiting for, I don't know, 13 minutes, give or take a few, I apologize. So I'm sure it's user error, so we'll get that worked out. So I'm just hopping on here on my phone and I'll just re-say what I just said. No big deal. So thank y'all for coming. Welcome to Decorating Discoveries, where we discover new things about our decor, and it's questions submitted by you and answered by me. My name's Priscilla Braswell with Priscilla Braswell Interiors. So thanks for coming along. Grab your coffee, text your bestie, and let's chat about this. So Sharon, thank you, and I apologize. Thanks for waiting. I'm here. I've been talking apparently to myself. So thank y'all for saying that you're here so I don't continue to just talk to myself. So if y'all don't mind sharing this while we're live and I'm actually here, so just to let others know that we're doing this, I would appreciate that. So Sharon and Shelly submitted their questions, and so we're going to chat about that. We're going to talk about draperies. Before we get to that, I want to let y'all know about some upcoming lives that we're going to be doing. So hopefully on Friday, we are going to have a guest, and y'all are going to go wackadoodle over her. She is so fabulous. She ain't from around here. So hopefully Friday at 10, we will have a guest and we will talk about closet organization. Okay, and so then hopefully on next Monday, which I'll have to check on this and get back to y'all, but we'll be talking about combining dining room table chairs, in chairs with armchairs, and are there any tips for that and things to look for, things to avoid? So I'll be talking about that. So today, we're talking about draperies and wovens and blinds. So Sharon and Shelly, thanks for submitting your questions about that. And so I'm going to answer a few questions. So here are the questions we're going to talk about today. Are draperies still a thing? Are bamboo shades okay? Do I have a recommendation for someone to measure and install? And can you combine drapes and plantation blinds? So here's the short answer for those of you that want the short answers, and let me get back to what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the short answers real quick. Yes, draperies are still a thing. Yes, bamboo shades are okay. Yes, I do have a recommendation for installation and measuring. Me. I can help you design and measure and install, or any combination of those. Just contact me and we'll work that out. And yes, you can combine drapes and plantation blinds. There's your short answers. Yes, and yes. Okay, so for those of you that want to know a little bit more and want to know why, now I'll dig in a little bit deeper on each of those. Okay, are draperies still a thing? Yes, unless your aesthetic is ultra modern, minimalistic, very simple, clean lines, then you need drapes. Did you hear me? You need drapes. So when we paint and we talk about, man, what a difference painting can make. And I do it all the time, and yet I'm just so amazed at the dramatic change that color can have on a space. Draperies do the same thing. Side note, I'm holding this phone with my arm. I'm getting a workout. You try to hold something up I'm at 4 minutes, y'all, holding this phone. I better have some cut muscles on this arm. I'm going to have to switch arms. Hold on a second. Hold on, as you East Texas people say. Hold on. Okay. I don't even know what I was talking about. Okay. Draperies. You need them. So they bring balance to a room. Oftentimes, when rooms without draperies feel off balance. So they're going to feel bottom heavy because all of the color is in the bottom of the room. So draperies help with that by distributing the color from the floor to the ceiling. Okay, so that's another thing. Off balance. The color isn't usually distributed ideally without drapery. So they also warm up a space. So if you have a large space, you're going to have an echo, which is not welcoming and warm and inviting. So the fabrics help with that echo and soften things up. I feel like something is on my face. Doesn't that just drive you crazy? Ugh, anyway. So, sorry. Okay, so draperies solve those problems. And remember, any one thing that you implement is not going to solve all your problems. It's not. But as you implement each new thing and you build upon those great building blocks for a space, you'll see more and more impact. The impact is multiplied as you implement more and more things. Okay, Sharon says, I have an open 2-story family room and have never put in drapes because the cost. Okay, so let's see if I can see more of this. Let's see. And they'd be so long, and I just don't know what to do. Okay, so anytime y'all feel stuck, and because these videos are, while the tips are good, like I give some good tips, they're meant to be kind of universal. So sometimes we have situations that are, hey, Lauren. So, okay, Lauren is hopefully going to join us on Friday so we're going to chat about some closet organization. Y'all check out her page. She is in Alaska, not in Texas, Alaska. Super cool stuff over there. Okay, so back to drapery. So if you have a unique situation, contact me and we can problem solve that and work through that. We can set up a consultation. But I also have some other videos that I've talked about drapery, Sharon, and I will post those in comments, and maybe those will help you too. And maybe some other things that I'm going to share will be helpful. Okay. So yes to bamboo shades. So they are still a thing. And I typically refer to any of those types of draperies as wovens. So anything that's woven like a basket with that texture, it falls under that category. So they are trendy right now, and they have been trendy in the past, but just because something is trendy doesn't also mean that it's classic as well. So think about marble. We've had marble for a long time, but it happens to be trendy right now. It doesn't mean it's new. It's been around a while. And so some things are new and they're just trendy. And maybe they will be considered classic in the future. But like marble, that's not trendy, it is classic. Or not only is it trendy, it's classic. The same thing applies to bamboo shades or wovens. So if your aesthetic is a little bit more relaxed, or maybe it's a coastal vibe or even a southern vibe, as far as your style or your aesthetic goes, these are a good option for you. Okay, so can you combine drapes with plantation blinds? Layer, layer, layer. Texture, texture, texture. We've talked about that before. Those are things you want to implement and use in your rooms to have the desired effect that you're looking to achieve. Those are always a good thing. So you can combine, not only can you combine plantation blinds and draperies, you can combine shutters and draperies, shades and draperies. Now there's some things that you want to consider when you're doing that, but yes, you can do that. So it just adds a little bit more interest. And remember, when we talked about adding interest, and for example, when we talked about adding shutters to the exterior of your home, you don't have to add shutters to every window. Sharon, you don't have to address every window with drapery. So those concepts apply. So you want to install them where it's appropriate and it makes sense. And anytime that you do that, you draw the eye in. And that's another great thing about draperies and layering and texture. As you draw the eye in, it's more welcoming. So if you have a situation like the exterior with shutters, and you add shutters to some windows but not all, it still draws the eye in and it adds that detail and that character. So it's okay. And I want you to look around. I want you to, as you drive by, look at homes and see that there's some windows that don't have shutters. And the same thing applies. And I bet you will notice this as you look around different feeds, maybe on Instagram, on Pinterest, different rooms where those taller windows don't have drapery, but the bottom windows do. And it looks beautiful. So keep that in mind, and I hope that helps you. So remember, when you do these layers and you add texture to your windows, when you add window treatments, that you don't want to cover up your windows. You want to dress them. You want to frame them. You want to accessorize them. We like accessories, right? Well, window treatments are accessories for your windows. So they're just that finishing touch that really can just complete a space. And it just really, like I said, it really is a dramatic improvement when you've installed them. So let me know if that's something that you plan on implementing, and let me know what you think about it. Let me know how it changes your space for the better. Okay, so remember, I'm going to post and comment some other videos that maybe address what we're talking about that I've already covered, because the concepts and things that we've talked about today, just because we're talking about draperies and window treatments, the concepts apply to other areas, other items. So it's like decorating school, y'all. So did y'all find that helpful? Let me know if you did. So, you know, and if I've not answered your question, Sharon and Shelly, let me know. And I can maybe elaborate a little bit more, or if something I've said isn't clear, I can expound on that a little bit more. So I want to make sure that this is helpful for you. But share it on your wall. Share it right now while we're live. Hey, Marcy, thanks for joining us. So share it while we're live to let others know. And even if you're watching this after we're live, still comment. I will get back to you. So either way, you live or not, feel free to ask your question. Feel free to share it. And I hope to see y'all back on Friday for another Decorating Discoveries and with Lauren. So y'all check her out and be prepared with some questions, and we'll talk a little bit about organization. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this beautiful sunshine, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.